to each other, but even then they are trying to build a very culturally they are trying to build their ties. And if I have to say, Afghanistan would be one of the biggest examples of India's cultural diplomacy, wherein we have our cinema, we have our actors who are very widely regarded there, and our culture, cuisine, food.
You have written in your extracurricular activities, physical fitness and training.
Yes, sir.
So how is it extracurricular? I'm not able to understand it. Can you explain?
So basically that is something that I love to do and enjoy doing it. I feel.
So it comes in your extracurricular or it comes in your hobbies?
So hobbies.
It is your hobby.
Yes, sir.
So what particular physical fitness or training you are into?
So right now I would say I do a mix of things. For example, some day it is cardio, some day it is functional training, some day I do yoga. So aerobics, Zumba. So it's a mix.
Okay, Prajita, tell me what makes you a good civil servant?
So I would
Why
say,
should we select you? Give me a couple of points.
so I would say first of all that I think I would do my job very diligently and the way I am expected to do it. Apart from that, I would say that I would try and create a balance between, because getting into a public job, I need to have a fine balance of knowing and understanding what my job demands from me and what the people of my district or the area I'm managing demand from me. And I feel that therein my emotional intelligence could help, and I would try and be a good officer in the sense that I would be working to my best, and as this job requires me to be on my toes 24/7, so I think I can do that. I can do that with consistency, with discipline. So I think so I'll be able to do it with.
Do you have any work experience?
No, sir.
And how can you be so sure about all these things? You will
So-
be very disciplined, you will be like this.
So because
You
I
tested yourself in the ground, huh?
So I would say that ever since my school days, I've been in the positions of leadership, and I've always tried and tested. I've put myself into different situations and tried to learn things. I've put myself into situations where I was not comfortable, and yet, sir,
Any national or international
no,
kind of thing?
no, sir, not.
School level thing?
So school level, I was always into I was a school captain. I was a class representative in my graduation years, in my
What is the
master.
difference between boss and a leader?
So boss could be an autocratic person also, but leader, I believe that is a person who will always be a democratic person, at least to the point that he will listen to his people. He will understand their nerves, what they want from them, and obviously they have to take tough decisions many a times. They need to be autocratic many a times.
He becomes a boss that moment.
So, but that would be a situational thing, I would say.
And how would you react when you've been in the services? Bossy?
No, sir. I will see myself as a leader. At times, if I have to take decisions, I will take those decisions. Sometimes, if I have to be a balancing person, I'll do that. And sometimes, if I feel that people, what they expect out of me, that is something that I should deliver, I will do that.
And how will you enroll the people into your vision?
So, I think
That
I'll.
will be conflicting, na?
So, I think
Nowadays we are living in a mob mentality days.
Right.
So how will you enroll the people?
So, but I think that is where my leadership qualities are going to help.
That's where your emotional intelligence works.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, let's continue about the emotional intelligence. How emotional intelligence is more relevant these days?
So I feel that more than IQ today, it is EQ that is going to help you in any job, because as a part of our curriculum, we all are learning things, but what we are not able to inculcate in us is
That's the importance of EQ.
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about the importance. I'm talking how it is or why it is more relevant these days.
So it is relevant because of the complex situation that we are living in.
Like
for example, if I'm placed in a area where the people have sun meta preference, and if I am posted there, I'm going to persuade them with my own skills and my emotional intelligence. For example, I'll give them my own example, that how my parents invested in me, how they educated me, and how they thought that I was no less than a boy and I could make the family proud. So these are things that I could do with my emotional intelligence. If there is a mob situation, I will try and first try and get public order back in that place, and then after that maybe I'll try and take out some awareness campaigns, so that if I feel that my area is polarized or there is communal tendencies there, so I will try to inculcate, maybe in the curriculum in the school I will take out certain campaigns, maybe some nukkad nataks.
Social media, the advent of social media,
Yes, sir.
has laid an extra pressure over the employees, especially the government officers.
Yes, sir.
How will you deal with those stuff?
So I feel that you're very right when you say that social media has put a lot of pressure.
If you are selected, for example, you are selected as a DYSP in the police, and somebody is just out of curiosity is filming you
Yes, sir.
while performing, what will be your reaction? Is it legal to make a video of an official who is working in the field?
So
Does he
actually,
have any right? Legal?
so if I'm a public officer, they can take my video because I am into the public eye and I'm working for them, so they can take my picture. Having said so, if I am working at a very sensitive situation in a very sensitive area where the divulgence of information might go against the public order or security in any ways, so I think that time I will take action and I will.
Nice.
What kind of action you will take?
So maybe I'll issue a notice or maybe summon them to my office and.
Okay, you talked
Take proper
about
care then.
you talked about the the contribution of your parents,
Yes, sir.
in upbringing you,
Yes, sir.
and you set the line that you will motivate people that you are not less than a boy.
Yes.
So, what is your stand on the feminism and how is it impacting our society in both positive and negative ways? Give me a couple of pros and cons.
So my stand on feminism would not be a radical one. It will be a liberal stand. So I would
What
say.
is the difference between liberal and radical?
So radical feminism is the one which is believed by many as, for example, their ideas are that the patriarchy has ruined the lives of women, so it should be abolished at fully. So I will not have that stronger stance, but I would say that yes, feminism is an idea which sensitizes people about the aspirations of a 50% of the population, I would say, the female gender. So I think it is very important for our consciousness. We should inculcate that every gender is equal. So I would have a very liberal stance on that. And I would say, answering your second part, that pros and cons of feminism, cons would be that when it goes to a radical extent or a very extreme extent, then it becomes then it is no less than any other form of extremism, maybe patriarchy. So it becomes and it unfolds the same way. And
So, according to you, patriarchy is an extreme stance.
no, sir, I'm just saying some people who practice patriarchy in an extreme way, so it feminism also in extreme way will become one of those evils that we'll have to eradicate maybe 50, 100 years after, if it becomes that radical.
Give me some examples of the matrilineal societies.
Sir, Khasas of Jaunsar,
The
sir,
South India? Are they-
Nayars, sir, Nayars of Kerala. Yes, sir.
Okay. Any matrilineal tribe in the Ladakh region?
Yes, sir.